Energy, 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 energy. Hey, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, world, what up, world, what up, world? This your main man. I am DJ Double Dose, man, coming at you with another episode of DDR Sports Show, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I am your main man. I am DJ Double Dose, and I am fresh off vacation from the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world of Jamaica, man. Had an amazing time on my trip. But you know what, though? That was caused a little bit of the delay. But now that all that's out the way, man, let's get to this business at hand. You already seen the title of the show. These are my NFL thoughts and questions, part one. Part one, because we're going to have multiple shows about the NFL this year. These are just some things that is on my mind as we get ready to kick off the full swing of preseason. We watched that foolishness the other night, but we're not going to talk about it. It's a Hall of Fame game. Hey, you know what? It always comes around the same time on my birthday. So, you know what? I was no football season around the corner when the Hall of Fame comes on. Hall of Fame game comes on. But, you know, it's football. That's all we're going to say. That's all we're going to say is it's football. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show started, man, because I ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to waste too much of your time. Just get it cracking, man. First question that I have that's been floating in my head is, and I'm going to go ahead and say it because anybody that knows me knows I am a Aaron Rodgers fan. That's right. I said it. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. No, he does not play with San Francisco. No, I am not a Green Bay Packers fan. Never have been. But Aaron Rodgers, he is that dude. And now that he is with the New York Jets, do you think that Aaron Rodgers will be able to take the Jets to the playoff? I ain't gonna go as far talking about no Super Bowl now. We ain't going there. We ain't gonna get a little too far ahead of ourselves. We ain't gonna go that far. But in that division, with the Dolphins, with the Bills, you got the Jets, and of course you got the Patriots. But they are not your Tom Brady's Patriots. Belichick, I had to break it to you, brother. You're struggling right now, man. You and Matt Jones. Ooh. Hey, it could be a breakout year. It could be a breakout year, but I think that all them years you was able to enjoy Tom without a number one receiver, you may want to rethink that whole process because Matt Jones ain't Tom Brady. But anyway, this ain't about the Patriots, who I predict to finish last in the AFC East. We are sticking with the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers has been known to do damage when he has a clear, true number one wide receiver. You say, Double Dose, man, what you mean? Think back. Let's take a trip. Let's take a trip down memory lane, man. When Aaron Rodgers had Randall Cobb, very, 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 very extremely productive duo. Number one. When Aaron Rodgers had who? None other than Jordy Nelson. Was a beast. For all my fantasy players out there, you fought like hell to get that double up because you knew what you was getting. If you don't know, let's go ahead and look at some numbers. Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. Throughout the 119 games that they played together, Jordy Nelson had 483 catches, 7,000 yards, 65 tugs. That is production. That is production. Okay? You asked me why I'm bringing that up. Next case in point, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. My God. The way they was eating, let me tell you something. The way they was eating, you don't believe me? Let's go ahead and pull up the numbers. 622 career catches, 7,500 yards, 69 tugs in 108 games. That's the damage that Aaron Rodgers did with Devontae Adams. So I brought all that up, and I said all that to say one young, Garrett Wilson. My guy, Garrett Wilson. I'm going to tell you something. You put him with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers in this offense, that not only is he quarterback, obviously, he's working alongside with the OC because they go way back. Even if you go back and look at the preseason game, the bomb that Zach Wilson threw, guess who dialed it up? Aaron, he dialed it up. That's right. That is absolutely correct, man. He dialed it up. So the point I'm trying to make is defensively, we know what the Jets got on defense. You got Sauce, lockdown, corner. You got Jermaine Johnson coming off that edge. Host of others on the defense. The defense is solid. The defense is solid. And you put the offense production that Aaron Rodgers is going to be able, and let's not forget about if they mess around and sign DC4. For those of y'all who don't know who DC4 is, I'll give y'all this real name in the NFL because, you know, they don't call him that in the NFL. But Dalvin Cook, they on the Dalvin Cook watch. He's come to visit. Rumors are they're trying to get the numbers together. They can get the numbers together and make that thing work. Now, also, he's looking at the Dolphins too because he wants to go home. You know, he's from Miami. He wants to go home. So he's looking at the Dolphins too. But if they can somehow, that way they don't have to rush Breece Hall back. You got Dalvin, got Gary Wilson, got Aaron Rodgers. You got a defense that is solid, decent. Ain't nobody saying that they world beaters, but they're decent. Got decent defense. In a division where you need a quarterback. You may not need it versus the Patriots. Sorry, Patriots at the cutting team. Matt Jones ain't that guy. Hey, he might be y'all guy in the future. He may eventually be that guy in the future. Don't all you Boston folks don't come jump down my throat telling me, hey, you know, Matt, don't start giving me the Matt Jones back. I know again, 5 minutes in the show, I'm talking about the Patriots twice. Anyway, just saying, predict y'all to be the bottom feeders of the division. So you throw Aaron Rodgers in this division, give him Gary Wilson. All I'm telling you is, I do see if, and this is the biggest if. I know people love to say, you know, the old saying, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. If health, we always got to, when you're speaking on the NFL, especially health is the number one thing that can alter any opinion or any pick that you may have because you can feel one way, but somebody mess around and get hurt. Hey, some teams don't have a lot of quality backups, is all I'm saying. I know they all professionals, but some teams don't have quality backups. That's all I'm saying. So, I think that the Jets could possibly be a playoff team. I'm not saying that they're going to win a Super Bowl or even make to the Super Bowl, but that's just another, it's going to bring me to my next point. That's just another quarterback in the AFC that's going to alter, going into my next point, the Kansas City Chiefs paths. Because at the end of the day, the AFC is freaking loaded with top-tier quarterbacks. Let's go down the list. Pat Mahomes, number one, first and foremost. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Tua, when he's healthy, Herbert, Russell Wilson. Okay? Just saying. The AFC is pretty stacked when it comes to Joe Burrow. Don't forget about Joe Burrow, even though he got banged up in practice already. But little knick-knack, he'll be all right. So you talking about a division now. When you throw Aaron Rodgers in, it was already, the conference was already loaded, and now you throw Aaron Rodgers into the mix. Watch out, man. Goes to my next point. Can Kansas City do this again? I'm just going to say this. Do you believe that Sean Payton still got enough juice in the tank and can get anything out of Russell Wilson? If you believe in that, then that means that division is a trillion times harder than it was. Because Denver was not good last year. They were not. They weren't good. San Diego was banged up as always. But they were a solid team. But when you look at that division, you got to deal with Russell Wilson twice in the same season. You got to deal with Justin Herbert. I know. Pat Mahomes is the man. I mean, he is. He that guy. But we all know how hard it is to repeat. Well, to go back to back in the NFL. teams have made to the Super Bowl and back to back and win it. We know how hard how difficult it is. And when you look at Kansas City, what did they really add? I know somebody might say, man, they ain't need to add much, man. Man, they got Kelsey, that's it. Yeah, they do. Kelsey getting on up there in age, man. Kelsey getting on up there in age. At some point, they are going to have to make, losing Tyreek. It ain't came back to haunt them yet. I get it. You can argue with me. I know you're going to say, man, they lost Tyreek Hill, man. They still won a Super Bowl without him. You are absolutely 100% correct. You are. You're correct. I can't fight you on that. I can't debate you on that. They did. But at some point, they got to look into give Mahomes a legit number one receiver weapon outside of Travis Kelce, who is getting up there in age as we speak. He is still the best tight end in the NFL, hands down. The second closest would be, I guess, if you want to say Mark Andrews. But guess what? He plays with one of the other quarterbacks that's top in this division, that's top in this conference, Lamar Jackson. So Kansas City, will you repeat? Man, you got Mahomes. I mean, at this point, he don't want 2 rings now. The first one was kind of, we don't want to talk about it. That's a sore subject. Being a 49ers fan, that's a real touchy subject about the first one. It's a real touchy subject. But second one, hey, man, I'm not saying that Kansas City won't repeat. I just think that their role is going to be very, very difficult. And I would say, in my humble opinion, you can attack me if you want, in my humble opinion, I highly doubt. This ain't like a Jordan situation that we talked about on the last show, because y'all were loud. Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Y'all were loud in saying emphatically that Georgia will not three-peat. Y'all was loud on that. Y'all did a poll, the whole works. Let me tell y'all something, man. Man, y'all got to stop doing Georgia. Y'all know them Georgia fans kind of sensitive. They are, man. And y'all was wrong. I just want to let y'all know y'all was wrong. Y'all was wrong. I mean, although I did agree with y'all, y'all was wrong. But we'll get back to that. The next show, we're going to talk about more about college. We'll get back to that. Anyway. So moving along past the Kansas City Chiefs, I have another question for you. I'll give my answer. We can talk about it in the chat as we build the community up. We can keep going. I got another question for you. So, do the Dallas Cowboys get over the hump? Zeke is gone. You got Tony Pollard. Got injured last year in the playoffs. We'll see how healthy he is as the season starts. Got CeeDee Lamb. He clearly is the number one guy. We already know what Michael Parsons in their defense is stout. Can the Dallas Cowboys finally, for y'all fans, for the Cowboys, let me take my glasses off of this, because you jokers are some of the worst people, fan base. I'm talking about in all sports. And I'm a Lakers fan. They say we bad, but no. When it comes to terrible, that's right, terrible. Let me take a sip as I continue to say this. When it comes to delusional and a delusional, terrible fan base, you jokers, let me tell you something. It's so bad. It is so bad, man. I kind of hope y'all finally do something. I kind of hope that finally get y'all somewhere. Because at this point, who you going to blame now? Who you going to blame, huh? Who you going to blame? Coop been gone. Zeke gone. Well, y'all might bring him back later on, but Zeke gone. You got that. So now what we going to do? We just seen a team from your division, that hasn't even been together nowhere near the amount of time, cohesiveness that you guys had. The Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts, Vontae Smith, AJ Brown. We just watched fly, Eagles fly. Not only win we just watched them do the damn thing and make it out to the Super Bowl. They didn't win. They didn't finish the deal. But let's be clear. How long Jalen Hurts been in the league? I'll wait. How long that been in the league? Yeah. Yeah, that probably hurt, didn't it? It did. I know it did. I seen y'all, man. I seen y'all hating on Philly, man. I seen some of y'all turning to Chiefs fans, and that was some sad shit. That was, I'm taking no drink because that was some sad shit. That was some sad shit. Like, y'all don't even like San Francisco. And y'all like, man, come on, man. Just beat them, man. We down to the damn practice squad QB. I got Cowboy fans here and be like, man, come on, man. What's the stats, man? What can he do? Man, it don't matter. What y'all worrying about it for? Y'all hate Philly that bad? Come on, man. Y'all know y'all don't like us. Y'all hate Philly that bad? Come on, bro. But again, what y'all gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do? I don't want to use tired slang, but what the barbecue meal do, man? I mean, what you gonna do? What year is this for Dak again? Year what? Hell, I don't lost count because the boy, he hurt, he play, he hurt, he play. He a motherfucking turnover machine. That's what he is. I said he a goddamn turnover machine. He's a turnover machine. That boy shows up when he needs to, and he show up when he don't need to. And what I mean by that is in big games, the boy chokes. So what y'all gonna do? Cowboys fans? That's the question I pose to y'all. What y'all gonna do? I mean, I know a lot of you. Boy, y'all are y'all made me sick. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, we're going to the Super Bowl. Can y'all, like, I don't know, y'all get to the NFC title game? And I've watched the Giants win multiple Super Bowls. Watched Philly made a Super Bowl a couple of times. I mean, you done had teams in your division in this gap, since y'all supposed to be America's team, in this gap in your division. Make it to the motherfucking Super Bowl. Hell, and win. And win. You had multiple teams from your division make it to the goddamn Super Bowl. What have you done? We can do a whole show on the damn Dallas Cowboys and they fans and their expectations. Y'all damn near like the Miami Hurricanes of the NFL. You are the preseason motherfucking champions. Every preseason, you jokers is like, hey, we finna do this, we finna do that, we finna ball. Season starts. Sometimes it go good. Sometimes it go good enough that you make the playoffs. And what happened when you get in the playoffs? I got a partner. He loves to bring this point up. He loves to bring this point up. He loves to be like, man, you, San Francisco and Dallas, we in the same boat. Y'all ain't won in umpteen years, and neither have we. And I always reply, yeah, that's true. If you want to go there, but at least we done made it. Now, nobody wants participation trophies. Not at all. They suck. It was terrible why the San Francisco lose to Baltimore. It hurt. It was terrible watching Jimmy G over. I digress. And lose to Kansas City. It was terrible. But guess what? What have you done? We are not the damn same. We are not the same. I'm sorry, I hate to inform you. We are not the same. So, Cowboys fans, that is my question I pose to you. What are you, no, not what are you going to do? What are your expectations for this season? That's a better one, because I don't want to hear you say what you're going to do, because we know what you're going to say. So What are your expectations for the season, Cowboys fans? And as I close out this show, because this, like I said, this is going to be short because this is my NFL thoughts part 1. So make sure you continue to come in because we're gonna talk. We're gonna get more in depth. This is part 1. We're gonna get more in depth as preseason kicks off, as more games are getting played. So before I get out of here, I want to give y'all a fantasy nugget. It ain't really a nugget because the kid been balling, but I'm just gonna say for me, one of the people that a lot of times when we get into fantasy football, we go off name recognition. Sometimes we will take somebody just because we recognize their name more so than we take this other person because of the numbers, because we may not like it, whatever the case may be. But one of my fantasy breakouts for this season ain't really a breakout, but somebody that needs to be on more. He needs to be more on the radar than you think because, like I said, we're going to talk fantasy too. And a lot of times people have that same tired fantasy mentality. You have everybody want to be like, you listen to the old school shit. Hey, man, don't draft a quarterback in the first round. Take a running back. Don't do this. Don't do that. Let me tell you something. Name recognition will have you not taking this guy, but he is worthy of it. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to go on record right now. Clip it, pin it, go ahead and knock it down. I stand on it. Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, sir. Detroit Lions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They no longer have TJ Hockenson. They brought back old-ass Marvin Jones. He's not going to affect anything. Now, the one person that could possibly affect the team a bit with his production may be Jamar Gibbs, and that depends on how they use him. We know Jamar Gibbs is he's going to be phenomenal. He's one of my rookies to watch. We'll get to that in the next episode. He's one of my rookies to watch. But let's go look at, just pull up his numbers. Just so you understand. For those of you who might have been under a rock somewhere last year, just so you understand. He had 106 catches, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Now you say, Ben, that ain't under the radar. But when you go look at his ADP in a lot of the mock drafts right now, those of you that, I know most of us, we follow fantasy pretty well. So, but just so you know, sometimes I'll throw, acronyms out there. ADP is average draft position. Right now, his average draft position has him as a second round. That is straight up bullshit. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what in the fuck Devontae Adams is going to do with Jimmy G. We don't know. Stephon Diggs is disgruntled. Nah, he does this from time to time. He's disgruntled. We don't know what the fuck Devontae Adams is going to do with Jimmy G. We have no idea. Is his injury with Burrow? Is it anything that we need to worry about? Not saying I would take St. Brown over Jamar Chase. Not saying that. But it's something to think about when you in your draft. Because a lot of times people want to say, hey, Dose, man, this is what I'm thinking about for my first round. And I always get the same response because it's the truth. You can't really thoroughly know what you're going to do until you know what spot you're going to pick in. That matters. That matters. That matters a lot. So a lot of times when it comes to fantasy advice, I tell people, hey, man, if you got a league like some of my leagues that I'm in, that I've been in for multiple years, and I'm talking about multiple years. We've been running, me and Larry, man, that league, we've been running that for about maybe 8 years now. I think the money league with Chris, we've been running that for about the same, about 6 or 7. So, in some of the leagues that I'm in, we've been running for a long time. And we find that our draft positions, usually the night before or maybe 2 days, depending on how they do. We find out the night before, maybe 2 days before. So we'll know where we're picking at. But I'm just going to say this to you, and I'm going to close it with this. You look at the top receivers coming into the season. Listen to those numbers I gave you. And I know the hesitation might be Jared Goff. I get it. But you go look at Detroit's schedule. Down the stretch, they have, this is my nugget. I'm going to say it again. This is my nugget. So don't say I ain't gigging nothing. And I hope my fantasy people that play with, hey, y'all don't watch this part of the episode, okay? Just goddamn turn the shit off. Y'all should turn it off at the 21-minute mark. Okay? But this is my nugget. If you go and look at Detroit's schedule down the stretch, they're 7 or 8 of their last games of the schedule. They are either playing in domes or teams that have retractable roofs. That is huge. You know why that is huge? Because Jared Goff plays better in a dome. Just go look at the numbers. You go do your own. I ain't giving you no more. I ain't giving you nothing else. Because I ain't getting nothing else. Because I got people that in the leagues I watch and they be watching. So I ain't getting y'all nothing else. But just understand that down the stretch, Detroit plays several teams that either are a dome team or they have a retractable roof, which means that 9 times out of 10, that part of the season may not be cold, but they're probably going to goddamn close the roof anyway. So that's my nugget. That's my fantasy gift that I'm giving y'all. This is my NFL questions and thoughts. Part 1. We got plenty more to come. I just want to hop on right quick. Fresh off the vacay, man. Just want to hop on real quick. Give you guys some NFL knowledge, some of my thoughts that I'm thinking about. We got more of this NFL content to come, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Also, today is, what day of the week is this? Right now, and I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Wednesday night. So this should be up on Thursday morning, which would be, what's today's day? Today is the 9th. So this will be up on August the 10th. We're going to drop another episode on either the morning of August 11th or on the morning of August the 12th. So it's either going to be Friday morning or Saturday morning. We're going to come back with another episode in college about realignment and all that foolishness that's going on. Free Florida State. Free fucking Florida State. We need to go, man. It's time to go. Broke ass ACC, man. But with all that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man, for another episode, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to tell a friend to like and subscribe, man. Y'all already with my first episode. Y'all gave me a good amount of views, man. And I appreciate that 1,000%, man. Just keep rocking with your boy, man. Also, like I said, I'm going to end every episode with the same thing, man. Live, love, and laugh, man. Make sure you live your life to the fullest. Love on the ones that love you, and make sure to find you something to laugh at and smile at each and every day. Oh, yeah, and shout out to Montgomery, Alabama, because y'all already know what time it is, man, in this state, man. Y'all know how we get down, man. You know what I'm saying? Riverboat action. That's all I'm on. Everybody know what happened with the riverboat. So, shout out to Montgomery, Alabama, man. Keeping the state going, man. And we out.